You've seen it everywhere, right? All this talk about making money with AI. It feels like a brand new digital gold rush. But, behind all the hype, all the talk about automated income and money-making bots, what's the real story? Well, in this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise. We're going to separate the get-rich-quick fantasies from the real-world strategies that are actually working for people. And it always starts with this promise, doesn't it? This dream of a system that just works. You set it up, you walk away, and poof, the money just rolls in. I mean, it's an incredibly powerful and really, really appealing idea. But come on, if it were that easy, we'd all be rich by now, right? The truth is, behind every single AI success story, there's always this layer of what you could call hidden work. And that is exactly what we are here to uncover today. So, our mission for the next few minutes is pretty simple. To give you a clear, no-nonsense guide. We're just going to cut right through the hype and show you the practical, real-world ways people are using AI to earn a real income. And this right here, this really gets to the heart of the whole misunderstanding. We get sold the promise of this effortless push-button magic. But the reality? Well, success means you have to be a smart system designer, a really diligent quality controller, and a strategic human overseer. Look, AI is an amazing tool, but you're still the one flying the plane. So first up, let's talk about this AI gold rush. We're going to separate the hype from the reality by digging into the single most important principle you need to understand to succeed. And here it is. This is the key. Delegated execution versus delegated responsibility. Think of it like this. You can delegate the execution, the typing, the number crunching, the image making, to an AI. But what you can never, ever delegate is the responsibility. You are still the manager. You're the one who sets the strategy, who defines what good looks like, and who is ultimately on the hook for the final result. So, with that in mind, who actually gets the most out of AI? It's people who already have some kind of leverage. See, AI is an amplifier. If you have an audience, or a skill, or a business idea, AI can multiply your efforts like crazy. But, and here's the caution, if you're a beginner with no clear direction, AI can just end up amplifying the confusion. It creates a ton of noise without a lot of progress. Okay, so now that we have that foundation in place, we can see that earning with AI really breaks down into 3 clear, actionable paths. Let's dive into the first one. Path number 1 is for all the makers out there. It's all about using AI to create digital or even physical products that you can then turn around and sell. And honestly, this is one of the most popular ways to start for a very good reason. As a creator, you've got some really cool options. You could be generating unique designs for t-shirts or mugs and selling them on Etsy, or maybe you're using tools like Higgsfield's Earn to create short AI videos and get paid based on how many views they get. And for the really adventurous, there's the whole world of NFTs. But as you can see, each one of these paths comes with some pretty important things you got to watch out for. And that brings us to what is probably the single biggest challenge for any AI creator: copyright. The deal is, in most places, like the US, art that is purely generated by AI without any significant human touch can't be copyrighted. You can sell it, sure, but you might not be able to claim you exclusively own it. So, how do you get around that? Well, the key phrase is significant human input. It's not just about writing a clever prompt. Think of the AI as your incredibly fast intern, not your business partner. It generates the raw materials, but you, as the creative director, you step in. You combine different outputs, you add your own digital painting or graphic design, and you fundamentally transform the work. That final piece, the one with your unique stamp all over it, that's what you can potentially claim copyright on. All right, on to our second path, the AI-powered professional. Now, this isn't about creating new products from scratch. This is all about using AI to supercharge services you might already be offering. And the demand for this is just staggering. I mean, check this out. The market for AI writing tools alone is projected to hit $6.5 billion by 2030. Businesses are practically begging for people who know how to use these tools to deliver faster and better results. So here's what that actually looks like. A copywriter might use AI to get a first draft going, but their real skill is prompt engineering and shark editing. An SEO consultant uses AI to crunch massive amounts of data, but their value is in crafting a brilliant digital strategy. See the pattern? In every single case, AI is the tool, but the human skill, that's what clients are actually paying for. And to do this well, professionals are building out a pretty powerful toolkit.
They're using general tools like ChatGPT or Claude for research and brainstorming. Then they switch to specialized platforms like Jasper for writing marketing copy that converts. They're using Surfer SEO to make sure that content actually ranks on Google, maybe GoDaddy's Logo Maker for quick branding ideas, and then, of course, something like Grammarly Go for that all-important final polish.
Now, this third path is definitely the most complex, but it also has the highest ceiling. This one is for the entrepreneurs. It's for people who want to build entire business systems, where AI isn't just a helper, but it's a core part of the operation. This is where the ambition really kicks into high gear. So think bigger here. We're talking about an e-commerce store where the product descriptions, the ad copy, the marketing emails, everything is AI optimized to sell. Or imagine a dropshipping business where an AI spots trending products before they even go viral. You could even build a whole agency that sets up automated customer service chatbots for other companies, handling thousands of conversations at once. But, and you knew there was a but coming, right? Remember what we said at the very beginning? This path is all about system design. It's about being an architect. You build the machine, and then you have to do the hidden work of constant maintenance, quality control, and strategic tweaking. You're not just writing one blog post, you're building a whole business that depends on these interconnected AI processes to even function. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now let's get down to the how. No matter which of these three paths sounds best to you, getting started really boils down to 3 simple, actionable steps. It really is this straightforward. First, you have to identify your niche. Don't just be a generic AI person. Be the AI copywriter for tech startups or the AI artist who makes fantasy book covers. Get specific. Second, build a portfolio that proves you can actually do the work. And third, market that very specific service to that very specific niche. I can hear you now. How do I build a portfolio if I don't have any clients? Easy. You create spec work. Just invent a company in the industry you want to work in and do a project for them. Show a before and after of a piece of writing you improved, and then frame it all as a mini case study. Here was the problem. Here's my AI-assisted solution, and look at this powerful result. This shows clients what you can do instead of just telling them. So as we've seen across all 3 of these paths, the most crucial ingredient, the one thing that ties it all together, is the human touch. That's what turns raw AI output into something that has real-world value. It's your strategy, your creativity, your taste, your quality control. That is what people are actually paying for. The AI executes the task, but you provide the vision. Which leaves us with the single most important question of all. The AI can generate endless amounts of output. Text, images, code, you name it. But the real opportunity, the real money, lies with the person who can step in and shape that raw output into real-world value. The only question left is, will that person be you?